All right, another rant related to the whole toxic call out thing that we have going on here. So yesterday I talked about how we talk about having like cut toxic people out of our lives and stuff, and how sometimes we need to realize that sometimes, well, not sometimes, that like everybody has toxic tendencies, which involves you as well. And so when we're talking about that, like you can't just assume that it's all you, you know, like, or you can't assume that it's like all somebody else being toxic. You know what I mean? And it's like two things happening at once, right? It's not always all your fault, and it's not always someone else's fault. But I also think another thing missing from this conversation is that a lot of people are very quick to label things as toxic when they hear something that they probably need to hear but don't want to hear. Let me run that back again. People are very prone to call things and people toxic just because they are saying something that they don't want to hear, but it very well could be something that you need to hear. I like, well, how do you tell the difference? Well, it's like, first of all, like, follow your gut. Like I always say, like, to this day, all of my regrets come from not following my gut about people. But like, you can tell if you are really in tune and you are really like trying to figure this out, and you're not being fucking, completely self-centered and prideful. If you're listening to that person, you can tell if they're coming from a place of love and understanding and wanting to help you. Because sometimes a friend, like a good friend, should tell you when you're fucking up. A good friend should be honest with you about those instances when you're fucking up and or being toxic. Hell, I've had several of those moments with my fucking good friends, my best friends, myself in the last few days. And I'm like, and I know them, I know they love me. And so I'm like, you know what, bitch, you fucking right. No, that's very true. Like your true friends want the best for you. And true friends, because they want the best for you, sometimes they're going to tell you things that are hard to hear, that you might necessarily not want to hear, and it may be very, very uncomfortable for you to hear it, but you still need to hear it. I feel like a lot of people will just write those people off as toxic because we go around saying this thing like, if it doesn't serve you, then cut it out. If it doesn't make you feel good about yourself, cut it out. If it makes you feel like shit, cut it out. And I'm like, yes, but sometimes like you do shitty things and you should feel like shit for what you've done sometimes. Just a little bit. Not like to hate yourself, but you need to be aware of that. And good friends and good associates are going to call you out on that respectfully. And hell, they might even get angry. They might even say it in a way that you don't really like, in a tone that you don't like. But listen to the message, man. Like, listen to the message. Listen to the message. Try and judge why is this person telling me this? Are they telling me this so that I feel bad about myself because they want me to feel bad about myself? Is that the fundamental reason? Or is it because they want the best for me? And unfortunately, in order for me to get better, I'm going to have to hear this, which is going to make me feel like shit. So maybe the goal is to make me feel like shit, but that's because I've done something shitty, and because they care about me, they care about my development, and I need to listen to that. And like I said, I know sometimes it can be hard to differentiate between, like, is someone trying to destroy me or is this tough love? You know what I mean? And that can be hard. I completely like get that. And a lot of people will disguise toxic behavior and being mean and bullying as tough love. But I think that if you just look at the source, the person, and just really tune in and fucking focus, if you just tune in and fucking focus on what this person is telling you, it could be easier than you think, I think, to judge. And like, is this person trying to destroy me? Or are they frustrated with me because they want me to do better? You know? Or like, is this person, Is this person tearing me down so they can build themselves back up? Are they being manipulative? You know, are they manipulating me to feel bad about myself so that, you know, whatever their part in whatever can be lessened, or that their guilt about themselves can be lessened? Or are they just telling me something that is completely true that I need to hear? And I know there's like so many blurred lines in between that, but I feel like I highly encourage myself and other people to just like be aware and think about that. Like, analyze that when people are talking to you, when people are telling you stuff, the things that they say. Some of them are toxic, for sure. I'm identifying those people in my life now. But sometimes your friends, the people that truly love you, are going to tell you things that are going to make you uncomfortable, and you're not going to feel like it serves you, because the feeling that it gives you inside is nasty and just like, and it feels like you're being burned from the inside out. But guess what? It's very possible that it's something that you need to hear. And so it could be very, very irresponsible to write that person's criticism off as toxic just because you don't want to hear it. Right? You can't, like, you can't do that. Not saying that everybody does, but I feel like a lot of people, like I said, within this mental health community discussion, there's a lot of accountability pieces that are missing from the discussion. And part of that, I think, is that not everything that is unpleasant to your ears is toxic. Just like medicine, like I said in my other video, I'm like, medicine and poison both taste terrible going down and make you feel like shit, but one of them is necessary for you to get better. One eats you from the inside out and could kill you and destroy your insides and your organs and stuff, but one you need to fix whatever infection or what virus or whatever is inside you. They're both uncomfortable to swallow, though. Know the difference. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Thank God I have a Google Pixel again. Whew.